I'm going to demonstrate how to find the midpoint between 2 points. And so what we mean by the midpoint is if I have my graph and I have 2 points here, I want to know if I took the distance, the straight line distance between them, I want to know which point on that line is halfway in between. Okay? And this is a very easy formula to know. All it is just averaging the x-coordinates and averaging the y-coordinates. So the x-coordinate of this point would be x1 plus x2 divided by 2. The y-coordinate is y sub 1 plus y sub 2 divided by 2. So let's look at some examples and I'll show you how that works. Alright, so in part A we have negative 1, negative 2, and 2, 2. So the midpoint is just going to be, again, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. There's my x-coordinate. The y-coordinate is y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2, just like that. Okay, so here, just working out the arithmetic, negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1. So I have 1 over 2 for my x-coordinate. For my y-coordinate, I have negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 over 2 is simply 0. So there's my midpoint. Alright, let's try again in part B. So the same formula applies. I'm going to average my x-coordinates. So that's negative 8 plus 2 over 2. And for my y-coordinates, it's 3 plus 11 over 2. Just like that. Alright, so negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 over 2 is a negative 3. For my second coordinate, I have a 3 plus 11, which is, what, 14? 14 over 2 is 7. And there's my midpoint. Okay, now on this one, I want to point out something. I have, on occasion, a student will try to cancel out my 2's here. But notice if you did that, what would you end up with? Let's see, you would have a negative 8 plus 1 over 1, which would end up being a negative 7. Now, clearly, negative 7 is not the same as negative 3. So what happened here? Remember, you can only cancel out if that term factors out of everything. So what I could have done is this. I could have said negative 8 plus 2 over 2, and then canceled out the 2 out of all 3 terms. So I end up with a negative 4 plus 1 over 1, and notice that is negative 3. That's the proper way to do it, is factoring out of every term. Anyway, I hope the midpoint rule makes sense. If you have any questions on it, I'd be glad to help, and thanks for watching.